Hey, what's up everyone? Frank Valkyrie here. Welcome to the channel. Let's dive straight into a nice talk. Today we talk about Thor. So if you ever watched Endgame, please go! Spoilers ahead! But even though the Russo brothers says spoilers ban, it's been lifted, because I say after 2 billion, who cares? Right? But let's talk about Fat Thor. You watch the movie, you know that all of a sudden we are in front of a Thor that is obese, fat, full of problems, mental issues, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, drinking problem, food problem, and all of that. So we know that this character is quite different from the one we have seen in Infinity War. But after watching the movies 3-4 times, I realized why they went that way. To have a character that overpowers everybody from the beginning, it's not interesting. And also there are so many characters in this movie that to make him less powerful or less capable, at least for what he's going through in this moment, is circumstantial. It gives a little bit more space to other heroes to shine and to do their part. Otherwise we'll have only one or two that they overpower everyone else and it becomes less interesting. So to have a Thor that is going through depression and all those issues, it makes a lot of sense. It makes him relatable, very human, even though he's a god. And I think he's misrepresented in the MCU, because in the comics, from what I see, he's much more powerful, and also in the Norse mythology even more, because he's a god. It's not a human, it's god. So but despite all of those things and the issues that perhaps I have with the fact that going in the comedic way probably takes away a little bit from the seriousness of his issues, but still, I had a laugh, I had a good time. The references to the Big Lebowski was fun, but to me, despite all of those things, and that we poke fun at him being fat and so on and so forth, he was still an heroic character. And to me, I tell you why. The very moment he was recruited and he accepted, even with the belly and the drink and the beer drinking, already makes him on the right path. He's wanting to put himself on the right path, even though he knows that he has all those problems that he's not overcoming like this, but still he accepts and he wants to improve himself by helping his friends and also help, trying to undo what was done in the 5 years, prior. So we have a Thor that decides to be on the right path again, and he joins the team and he goes on the mission. And to me, that is super valuable. And the peak, the culmination where I think he really redeems himself, is when we have him on top of the destroyed Avengers facility with this tracksuit, very fancy, and is staring down at Thanos that is there waiting, and all of a sudden Captain America and Iron Man, they show up, and in that moment we know that Thor is looking down at everything that has put him into this spot, into this place, and is still not afraid to confront that. Despite the anxiety, the stress, the post-traumatic stress, all of that, he's there and he's fully aware, present, and willing to confront the enemy. And that alone, to me, makes him heroic again. And as soon as he talks to the other friends, he calls to himself the Stormbreaker and Mjolnir and all the power and the suit on, belly included, and they go down facing Thanos. And he does his best with where he's at that moment, but still he manages to fight. He doesn't run away. He's there confronting all of his fears, helping the friends, not letting anybody down. And to me, that's a sign of redemption, and also of a human that wants to improve himself and is not looking away from facing his issues. So to me, those scenes are very valuable and still make Thor a very heroic character in Endgame as well, despite all the fun. And I'm also curious to know your take on this, and I also look forward to see more of Thor in Guardian of the Galaxy 3, perhaps with less belly, more comedy, more power, and all of that. So what do you think? Do you agree with what I just said, or you have other problems and issues with it? Let me know in the comment section, and if you like the video, please, we'll do more of those talks. Those are improvised, spontaneous. Here we are, notification bell. See you next time. Always spread love. Don't eat too much pizza.
Pizza is very good. Also vegan pizza.
You can have vegan pizza too.